Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be celebrating the 60th anniversary of a beloved classic musical, The Sound of Music. Now, if you're not familiar with the movie, it was directed by Robert Wise, stars Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer, based on a real family. Actually, it was based off a stage play that was based on this movie. It was adapted to a movie. Based on a real family during the late half of the 30s. Going from the normalcy of the Austrian life to being controlled by the Nazis. And this story about this family, this governess that moves in with this family, and they grow to like her, and she ends up getting married, and they have to escape the clutches of the Nazis. And beautiful musical. This is one of those movies that, growing up, you watch it, and if you've never seen the movie before, you've probably heard the music. You've heard that do re mi fa sol la ti do. I can't really sing, but you've heard that before. You've heard, you might have heard the tunes of the song, or it might have been this movie had been parodied. You've probably seen it in media, you just didn't realize it. And I actually remember my first exposure to this movie was not the original. Matter of fact, it was the made-for-TV live show with Carrie Underwood, and that came out in like 2010, around that early 2010s. And I remember seeing this live on TV, and I guess we liked it so much, I actually had the DVD of it. So if that shows you, I was kind of a fan of that. And then later on in school, I actually took choir for a brief time, and we actually watched this in school. So that was kind of a fun experience watching the actual movie, although Carrie Underwood did a good job. But I think, Julie Andrews and I think the singers in this movie, I think they did a better job, classically trained and whatnot. And it's more in their wheelhouse of, music and what have you. I think the movie has good commentary on, this people, not everybody who was living in that time, in that era, or just saying, oh yeah, let's become, fascists, let's become Nazis. I might get this video might be demonetized or something because I'm even saying that word, unfortunately. But it shows that there are people that have more integrity. They wanted to fight it. He didn't just give himself up to these dictators or this dictator. And the movie is so iconic, the music is so iconic, the performances are iconic. This movie is written well, it's acted well, it's shot well. It's like I look at some of the imagery from this movie, and that that 60s, that Technicolor, look to it. I think it was just made at the perfect time, where even if they tried to remake this movie, I don't think they would be able to capture that magic that it used to have. Just well done all around. And it shows that even at the end of the movie, it shows that even the people who are, even though they're fighting for the wrong side, they still have some humanity. And I guess I feel like I can spoil the movie. It's been 60 years, so if you haven't seen it, definitely recommend checking it out. Obviously, this is a must-buy, must-watch. Definitely recommend. I actually, even though I don't have it here in my, new place, I actually do have this movie on VHS. It comes in a 2-pack. That's how long this movie is. As a matter of fact, when I was watching it, I was streaming it, and it actually has the intermission, thing in the movie. So, this was one of those movies that was like, it's like Titanic. It takes 2 tapes to watch. So it's a long one. So it's almost 3 hours. So if you got 3 hours to spare, it's like watching The Brutalist, which just came out. As a matter of fact, won a couple Oscars. So yeah, this came out a day late. So I apologize for that. But yeah, I have nothing else to say, but definitely recommend checking out this music. The music is great. Recommend checking out this movie. If you're not a fan of musicals, try to watch it. There is a lot of musical parts in it. So if you're not a fan of musicals, I understand. But this is definitely, if you want to try to get into it, or people are like, oh, you should at least watch one. I think this is one you should watch. So, but yeah, I have nothing much to say, but just check it out. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.